Oh, welcome back to the Adventures of Pearl Shelter. Currently in the arena of Seeker. How is it called? Seeker? Survivor? And I don't remember the third one. Slayer, probably. Anyway, we will choose the survival path. It is the easier one to survive, basically, with Villa. By trying to do this ultimate like run. And I think last time we started talking about this build, which is the unstable coil now, and basically this thing can improve while you fight in the arena. So it's better to put it on as soon as possible, and remember to check the quest to develop it as fast as you can. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is worth for this reason to repeat the first fight where you don't have it yet, because it's not a hard fight and you can improve it faster maybe this way. And that's what you will try to do. But anyway, as we are here, we also want to steal
very nice. Thanks for letting
what we can steal to get items, sell things, buy things, and so on. So we use our slippers of the assassin boots to hide and prolong their effect. Just a little. Obviously, if you are doing the real ultimate, you cannot see the duration in seconds, but
tag along.
if you double click
big for this little
that
Orlin.
way 100, 200 times, you're sure it will last 80 days. So pretty much the whole time you need to finish the ultimate challenge.
Silence surrounds me. I can get it to spill its secrets. It's done. I shall make it so.
So better to equip this so you can open things more easily.
Very nice.
So basically now I want to try to get loot as possible.
What have we here?
The terrace is reserved for champions. If you wish to observe, no doubt, and if you wish now, go.
We cannot go because there's no door available, but we can steal everything.
It shall open to me. There we are.
And she's having plenty of things to steal there.
I can get it to spill it. Finished. As you like.
So these boots are really making stealing much faster, because probably even with some normal high stealth you should be able to steal most of the things, but this way it is really faster because you are hidden.
I shall make it so. To whispers and shadows. Sharp eyes and keen ears. It shall open to me. There we are. As you like.
And one thing about items that are good food or that you can use as ingredients to make good food. Oftentimes it's convenient to, if you plan to use the ingredients to make some better food, just keep it on the container, because this way is not degrading in time. It's not spoiling, because food spoils very fast because we are using the challenge. Let me check if I can show you. Maybe it's on difficulty. Yeah. So the Magnum's Fire challenges, which are part of the ultimate. There are several of them. We are using most of them, except the wild one, which is hiding numbers, and the Iotas challenge, which basically would stop the game once we reach Kaiser without being able to reload the previous save, I think. Or maybe not. I'm not sure about it, honestly, because I'm not using Dead is Dead. So in theory I should be able to save, but I think that when you in any case, when you finish with the Elder's challenge, maybe the game is no more. I don't know, maybe it can be done, probably. It can be enabled. But I started this way, so I'm not sure about it. But I'm taking notes about the time limits. Anyway, we have Barrel Challenge. Cannot flee from combat. And if you are knocked out for 10 seconds, you're dead. Evidence challenge, equipment will degrade over time, and this is very costly if you are hit and if you are damaged. Both your weapons and armors are degrading very fast, so if the more high level armor and weapon, and the more money you have to spend to keep things working, so it's pretty important for the economy of the game. On the challenge, this is probably one of the less annoying challenges of the Magnum Fires, but in case you want to do the Iotas challenge or emulating it, trying to do the ultimate challenge like run, it means that if you go to one of these storms, they are more dangerous. You could die, but that is not something really risky, because if you are pay attention to what you choose, you are not going to die. But in any case, you will lose a lot of time while going into these storms, and this is not something we want to do, because we want to stay in the 80 days maximum to finish the Iotas challenge alike. And finally, the Ilia challenge, which is the, in my opinion, and I think in the opinion to or anybody who did try the ultimate challenge, this is the most difficult challenge of all, because Villa is following the Watcher and must be kept alive. Villa basically has a cloth level armor and the standard health. She is getting a little health while you level up. She also level up, but she's anyway extremely easy to kill. And she's terrified as soon as she spots some enemy. So basically half or even more than your time risk to be dedicated to keep her alive. So anything you can find to keep her alive or keep her far from danger is super important. And also in some situation it can be really hard to keep her alive. So this is the one thing that is making the ultimate challenge, or this challenge in particular, the hardest one. Then we have Galloway challenge, and this too can be very hard to overcome. Hello Muppet. Because there are some these are random effects that each beast can have in the game, will have in the game, and some of them are pretty nasty because some beasts are super powerful in the game, dragons especially, and if they happen to have one of these powers, the most annoying ones, it can make things very harder and in some cases nearly impossible without a proper build. So for instance, the two more annoying things are each attack of the beast can interrupt you. If they hit you, they interrupt you and push you away. So basically, if you have some ranged enemies with this effect, it's pretty hard. Or if you have a powerful enemy like a dragon or things like that, a dragon boss, it can be really hard. And the second one in order of difficulty is probably the vampiric one. They heal. While they hit, they heal. And also that one is something better to avoid, but it's random. So the good thing is that it's established at the start of the game. So if you encounter once a creature, that kind of creature will have always that kind of magic effect. So you can learn it, and the next one of the same kind you will find in the game, you will be prepared about it, you will know about it, and hopefully know the way to overcome this. And then we have another challenge that especially for people coming from the normal game can be pretty hard, and that is you cannot pause the game. You cannot this kind of game is usually called real time with pause, such underlining how important it is to pause the game usually and think about what you are doing in battle. You cannot do this anymore. You cannot pause the game. You can only pause going to the menus, to the inventory, but in that case you cannot look at the battleground, see what is happening, and you cannot even read the log because the log is always running, and you can't stop and read it, try to understand what's happening. So it's pretty hard. You must have faster reflexes or try to make a queue of your commands and use that feature of the game, shift click, and make a queue of commands, especially if you have summons and so on. And in turn-based, well, I don't talk about that because I don't play in that way, so I really cannot talk about it. But it takes time to get used to this kind of play without pause. So that could be at the start, especially a hard thing. And then we have scan challenge. Well, it's mostly annoying because you can always use a torch. Usually if you have at least one extra weapon slot, it's not so hard. But it's annoying because a lot of fights are in dungeons and you always need this to be able to see things from afar. But compared to the other challenges, it is not something super hard. And this one also is annoying. Food items spoil after a certain amount of time. So you have to pay attention when you open a container and get some food. Better to keep the food in a container if you don't want to use it immediately. And the Voudica challenge. This is another great change about the game. Per encounter, resources become per rest. So a lot of items are no more useful because you can use them just once, and after the fight they are no more something you can use without resting. And so this changes a lot because you have also usually the EOTAS challenge, or you are emulating it. You have a limited number of days to accomplish everything, and you don't want to sleep a lot, to rest a lot. Ideally, you never want to rest. So recharging these things is not more something you can do easily. Party health no longer regenerates. This is a problem, but not much because you have no party. You are alone. So you are able usually to get enough potions to heal yourself in between. And also only prepared meals can heal injuries and recover resources. And this too is a little annoying. But in short, other things are Aelia challenge. Villa is the worst thing. Then we have the game cannot be paused and so on. Combat never stops. Random powerful effects on beasts, but Villa is the one thing making these challenges completely another level, because it completely changes how your strategy, how you play, how you have to play the game. You can have all the DPS in the world, but if you're not cannot manage to keep Villa safe, doesn't matter. Or you can be super high defenses for yourself, doesn't matter. Mop it! I think you will be happy with this stream because we have to kill a lot of things in this DLC. Oh, and there's not sure about it, but let's see. There's a curious thing here. Yeah, we can actually steal from her one of the rewards that we will have. So in theory we can use this item. In the future we will be able to recharge also this item. It's not really something super powerful, but as it is using a slot that for this build, for instance, it is not something super useful, that could be something interesting, because this item goes in this slot, and this is something that typically you can use once per rest, but having two of these, let me check where it is. You can, when we have the second one, in theory we can do the same things we do with the necklace of fireball and everything. You can recharge in that way. In theory, should be interesting. This is giving more damage against one enemy and getting less damage from that enemy. So for a single enemy it can help a little. Usually we have to fight with a lot of enemies, so doesn't help a lot, but good to have it anyway.
Greetings, chap. You need only get the crucible is alive through their song. The soul. I'm sorry. There's little to for reason. It has been a simple life.
And we can talk about
the faces
getting
of the
information
while the trials require counsel. Otherwise, then there are the lessons through
the fights, the story.
This was there something account before, but whether but he is. A few would be tyrants. They are the great statue. Well, the.
For the challenge, but
Hunter the one particularly no. Most you will learn every beyond this beyond this.
A little of story. And one thing that I think is important, trying to, if you happen to do some streaming about this game, remember when you talk.
Greetings, challenger. You need only gaze into the pool of memories to learn what fate awaits you.
Is showing the dialogue, so people looking at the video can understand much better when you click options what happens. I think that's important, trying to remember to click this part. I don't know why there's no standard way to have this always enabled. It would be convenient, but there's a button here. Anyway, we talked. So what we want to do now, pray for Villa. I hope so. First thing to do, always pray for Villa. We want to redo the fight with how is it called? That spirit. The first fight with the spirit and this way. At the obelisks. Because I hope this way we can finish charging the belt a little faster. And as we are here, we try to also open things.
I can get it to spill. It's done. I shall make it so.
It's better to do this now, probably, because we still have the extra 2 points in our skills that will get lost when you have to do the forced sleep.
As you like.
During the second part of this DLC. So I think it's better to open chests if you can. Before doing that part.
I shall make it so.
And also, in theory, using the bound boots, we could go here and avoid waiting to be allowed to enter and get some food here. But I think we have better use for the leap on the bound boots. So it's important to spare that for a difficult encounter. And maybe we'll get the food later.
Now here's some, as you like. I fear not.
Okay, so some food. Try to use it on our poor cannoneers. Give them something to eat. We had a dangerous battle with the ship and had to flee, and we have been hurt. So they are healing, slowly healing. Okay, I think we are done for now. Let me show you the arena. So this is the arena where you have to fight most of the battle, and as you can see, there are not a lot of space where you can hide Villa, especially when there are a lot of enemies and ranged enemies. So there are some fights that are extremely difficult because we don't have magic like a priest able to automatically cast Barring Death Doors, things like that. Okay, let me check. Maybe it's better to sell something first. Yeah, well, let's sell things.
Ahoy there, my fine. Care for some tasty victuals? Only the tastiest
Okay, so we have 2 spy glasses. Good. We can sell one for 1,000. And same for this girdle and some weapons. Okay, let's see. No. Do we have anything we can improve? What improving? I think so. Okay, so we have a nice thing we got from killing the fire dragon, I think. I think it's coming from there, I'm not sure about it, but with this thing we can upgrade something from superb to legendary. And there are a lot of things that could use something like that, but for this build, at this moment, I think it is worth to invest this to our preferred armor, which is the Flesh Mender, and so I will use it here because it's always one more armor point, and armor points are very important. Also, this special armor is something that is auto mending, so it is less likely to be in need of repairing if you play correctly. And so it's worth investing in increasing the armor level. And then we have this kitchen stove. We don't use it very much because it is just typically one shot, but it's a powerful shot using Thunderous Report, so it's worth investing and improve this as much as we can. So for instance, this is good, last reload time, but we don't use this weapon to as the usual way to shot it several times. We just use one single shot at the start of the fight usually, or so better just to get more damage. Okay, so our Thunderous Report should be a little better. And in theory you could also improve from exceptional to super, because we have also dragon scale from the Sea Dragon. We can use the same way to enchant. Super and legendary, we would need a lot of money for that, but not easy. But anyway, we have already a pretty good damage. This is the base damage, and let's see if we can see it. Yeah, as you can see, more than 100 damage, good accuracy, good very high penetration. It starts being a powerful weapon. And that's it for now, I think. We could also improve this one. Is it worth? Let's wait a little. Okay, so we want to redo the first fight. So check, we have the belt. We don't need these anymore. We get our super useful missile gloves, and not sure it is needed to use fire. Well, let's use it. First we improve okay. Unless let me check this. Vessel, no spirits.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. Shadow. 3,000 seconds should be enough.
I shall make it so.
We want to, before doing the trial of the Nara, we do again this to recharge the belt. It is not something you really need to do probably, but I tried this because if you can spare a more difficult redoing a game, one of the more difficult fights is better. So, usual strategy. Probably it's better to start without the skeletons. So, get this chant.
Silence surrounds me.
Stealth. Destroy the obelisks first because they are generating elemental enemies and you don't want to be attacked by all the enemies. Oh, wrong thing. Are we still? We are no more hidden, so better to redo that, because when you attack, your shadow fall is no more there, and we should be able to do this.
That will do nicely.
And prolong it for a few seconds. It doesn't need to be long. But this way, probably we can stay a little more hidden. You can do it also without the boots if you have decent stealth, but this way it's faster.
Oh, very nice.
And this one is the most difficult because sometimes the tyrant can spot you.
That will do nicely. Whispers and shadows.
As you can see, you go out of stealth for some reason when you hit this one. But if you are fast going into sneaking mode, instantly, usually, you manage to go again on stealth. This is not something changing with or without the boots. So this one is the most difficult, but if you are fast, you can manage to sneak before being seen by the tyrant. Not very important because we have the skeletons, we could manage to protect Villa the same, but
sharp eyes and keen ears.
It's easier this way because you can position, can use a trap if you don't feel safe. We feel safe enough, so what we do now is, for instance, change and get the skeletons ready.
Silence surrounds me.
So this way, as soon as the battle starts, we have the skeleton stream and can protect Villa easily. And I think we should be more or less ready. I think we can start with our powerful Thunderous Report, because if we are lucky we can stun using the clock. We can stun the enemy, so it's even easier this way. But if we don't, didn't work. We have the skeletons. That should help. Uh-oh. We have a problem here.
Well, that's not it. Got to try something else. Well, that's not it.
As you can see, even without using the summons, we can perma-stun the enemy.
It's beyond me. Very well.
Okay, this thing has a lot of health, as you can see, but when you are not able to control the battle, keep Villa far, you can still manage to control a lot, because we have to kind of control. We have the stun from the chanter, and we have the paralysis from the Psion size. And so usually one of the two works. And now in theory we have a message from the Potions of Plenty quest, which is telling us that the belt has guttural sound essence. So this is a way to spare a battle, to charge the belt. Honestly, I'm not sure if you can do it without redoing one of the more difficult battle, but usually this way you can manage. Not sure if we are ready to go. Probably not. We are here. Let's try and talk with him. I think we are not ready yet, but
you're back. Does that mean the belt is ready? Oh, of course. Well, of course.
Not yet ready. So we need more battles. Okay, and now we try to do probably one of the most difficult battles, at least with this build. 4 builds in general without a way to keep Villa safe from death. So probably this is the one battle where it's worth to use any trick you have to keep her safe. Why this? Because the arena is small and there are a lot of enemies in this battle, and a lot of ranged enemies. So keeping her alive is pretty difficult and nearly impossible. The only way to keep her alive is to stay hidden, just slowly keep on summoning and moving around to not be discovered. It takes a lot of time. It is not really worth. We will try to use the trick of the boots, and it's something that has been accepted for the challenge. So at least using the boots just once in this battle is something you can do for the ultimate. So that's what we will do.
I'm safe with you, Captain. I just know it is all.
Well, let's prepare for this battle. Fire. Half of the enemies, nearly half of the enemies are healed from fire. So, probably we don't want to use it. This is good to have. We could use the boots or try to improve our stealth. I think both things are good. And then we can use this, we can use this, but all in all I think this is good enough. So for now we do this, check our
very nice.
chant. We want to start with a not aggressive chant. This is important because these enemies are extremely cunning and they look for any sound, any glimpse of the enemy, and they go there and explore and look for things. They are really dangerous from this point of view. So we want to stay hidden as possible. Okay, let's do it.
As you like.
Well, at least try to do it. Trial of the Naga. The cunning Naga.
Even a weak hunter can be. Now our challenger must face. If you now show us your will.
So this is very difficult. Half of them are fire, half of them are poison, totem, spawning drakes, and nasty shaman sorcerer. So lots of them, and lots of creatures that can be spawned. We could try stay hidden, summoning things, slowly destroying things without being noticed, but it's very difficult because they come looking for you very easily, and we have not a lot of space. So my suggestion is, with this kind of build, if you don't have a spell to be automatically called, like blinding the doors and the spell to prolong it from a priest or something equivalent, like the spell for a single class mage to hide Villa, or
Can I borrow a sword?
but
I
if
promise
you
to be
are a
careful.
single class assassin, you can prolong your special invisibility that is not going away when you attack, so that's even easier. But we don't have this. We are a normal class using tricks to keep Villa alive, but not able to keep her immortal. So what we do is using the boots trick. This is a very interesting thing, because like a lot of these tricks to be able to do the ultimate with this kind of class with no special spells, you use an item and try to change what is normally a problem, a handicap, like when we use Villa as a target for getting special bonuses, because she is slowly healing and so we can hit her. She's a target, and we use what is a problem, Villa, like a way to be able to do special things. And in the same way, we use something that is usually a problem, a very annoying thing. Villa is always following you.
I can't wait to make some
And
new friends.
even the times that you get her lost, for instance, we have seen when you run in places where there are a lot of stairs, you turn small angles, you run away, and after that you manage to get Villa lost for a while. And so you can do your fights without her around. It's much easier. But the game is smart, because whenever you change cell or load, she is put by the game again near the player. So what we do now, we try to use this feature of the game to keep Villa in a good position, so we don't have her here during the battle. And we can do this because we use this special item. We have one of them, so we cannot recharge them without resting, but it is very worth doing that, because this way we can try this battle without having to protect Villa. So what we do is
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
use the boots, leap to escape. Yeah, Villa is still here. She can't follow us at the moment. So we stay hidden, so to be sure that she stays hidden too, because she's still in danger here. And we just go here, near the exit. And this is using the normal game thing, putting her near the player to make things easier. So normally you are doing the ultimate, you just exit or save and end your game session. You can do it. Obviously you don't have to do it again and again and again, because it's considered spamming saves, and maybe your submission of the ultimate challenge will not be accepted. But if you do it once, it has been accepted for me, and also for the assassin build. I don't know if that is something that has been submitted, but at least I'm sure that in my case it has been tolerated. I think because I just use it once here, and once in Kaiser to skip the first part of the fight. So what we do is, if you are doing the ultimate challenge, you just exit or save and exit the game until the next section. In our case we can just save and reload because we don't have the... But this is what you do. If we are doing the real challenge, we start and load our old save like this, and in theory Villa should be automatically moved by the game near the player. Because this way we cannot escape having Villa nearby, ruining our tactics and our fights. But in this special case, this is an advantage, because she's here now. We have still one charge of the boots,
Whispers and shadows,
and we can use the charge to go back here. And Villa is still here. So all this to be able to try this difficult fight without her. It is still a difficult one, but much less difficult than before. So if we have a good enough stuff, I would say at least 60, we could try placing a trap here and going back. Alternative is we have the boots, we use the boots to place the trap. Same things we have done before, but in the ultimate I did not yet know the boots trick, so I just use normal stealth Anything more than 16 should be enough to put a trap here and make them hit the trap and be able to retreat a little without being immediately followed. Okay, so one of these.
That will do nicely.
Better prolong a little more. Because if you are lucky, we can stay stealthy for a while. Not easy, but we can try that. If not, we will have to fight. But it should be something. We can manage to do. Okay, so missiles are good. So I don't think it is worth to try to use the cloak to use the Thunder Report, Alpha Strike and stun them. It could work, but I'm not sure. So all in all, I think, okay, this also is giving us 1 point of perception. It's good, but I think for this battle it's better to use this one, because it's giving us 5 points of deflection against ranged weapons, and the thing, the most dangerous thing probably here are the archers, removing our, stripping our bonuses with their concussion hits. So it's better to have more deflection from ranged. And this is giving us more perception against beasts. We have a couple drakes to fight. Maybe also this one is good. Hits to crits, but better this one. Okay. I think more or less we are ready. Hopefully, well, we don't need this one, but better have 5. Okay. Mop it! Pray for me, do not pray for Villa, because we have Villa safe for this battle, luckily, but this is a very, very tough battle. So let's prepare a trap. I'd say electric or freeze.
Oh, very nice.
I will say, because it's a test battle, but hopefully we will not have to repeat it. Okay, if you want to use a trap and you want them to actually hit the trap, they are very smart, very cunning, they are like Kit, and you need to usually go a little near than the border of the central circle. So it's a little risky. So you need about 16 staff or the boots to be able to go away. As usual, we shift click to be as fast as possible. And now we can try using summons. Basically what I want to try is use something ranged to possibly destroy one of these. Ideally two of the two totems, because they are making these chanter generate. I don't know if they are chanter or druids, but they are generating a lot of creatures, so if we manage that, it could be good. So we could try summoning ancient weapons and use the two main fighters like a distraction while we try to reach with the archer this position or this one and destroy this. Or we could try using the my beloved wombs, which are obviously they cannot endure damage, but they are fast, they are using fire damage, so both of them could be good. Probably, well, let's try the wombs first. We can try to use both of them, and I will use the pain link as usual. Get them that 25% always hit riposte damage. And they are coming fast, as you can see. So you must be fast, moving them, avoiding being stopped, possibly, and reach the place you want to attract the enemy. And try to hit this.
Oh, certainly.
And then we're ready for the next move, summoning the rest. So, if you are lucky, we manage to destroy this one. If not, we are ready to go here and do the same. This is a very tactic battle. And next target is the archers. Archers are what we fear most. We can also start summoning here the skeletons.
Meet da sida koch hintin
Hold together.
Perfect. Indeed. Yes, I shall. Yes. Meet da sida koch hintin Certainly. Thought on. Meetum da sida koch hintin Yes. Perfect. Well, that's not it. Meetum da sida koch hintin
Word that field in sour.
Spot on. Meetum da sida koch hintin
Lava will be on seek. Got to try something else. Don't succumb.
Meetum da sida koch hintin Oh.
Not in vain.
Meetum da sida koch hintin Oh.
Proactive. Hold together.
Yes, indeed.
Finish.
Meetum da sida koch hintin
Proactive.
Well, that's not it. Spot on. Oh, indeed. Got to try something else. Very well. Hold together. Yes. No. Yes. Word at builders. Oh. Lava will be on seek. Well, that's not it. Perfect. Yes. Lava will be on seek. Lava will be on seek. Got to try something else. Lava will be on seek. Well, that's not it. Lava will be on seek. Oh. Proacted.
Okay, more or less. Hello, Jagged Jimmy. Doing the difficult one.
Oh. Word at build and sour. Lava will be on seek. Got to try something else.
And that's it.
I shall.
seems the clever serpent. The hunt. Further trials await you, challenger.
It's a glitch because I'm invisible at the start, but after I come out and the first attack, I'm no more invisible. So it's good mostly to place traps.
Well. Watcher of Cad Nua.
It is still useful.
You honor the Crucible Games with your participation, since it is here.
It's very useful when you have to steal
the clever
things.
Hound, where I will carve the pleasure. Now, if you'll excuse me, your
Okay, so we are now able to return to Nial with the unstable college. Remember to do this, don't forget this, because else you risk to have to repeat some fights and so on. So always have that quest under your checks. But this battle is really, for this build, this battle is very hard. So I think it's worth using the boots there. And the boots of invisibility help placing the trap and keeping the staff for until you use the first summon, but they don't really change a lot because you could just use a good staff for more than I say from 16 up to 18 is enough to be able to place the trap and go the same position. So it's not really so important for this battle. The important things are the leap boots, because with those you can keep Villa out of the fight, and the fight becomes something you can do compared to something it's really hard. So that's the one battle where to use the boots.
You're back! Does that mean excellent? Oh, this skull started me down this path, or this branch of it. It occurred naturally. Exactly. I should. One moment. Here. Truly, though, I can't thank you enough. Of course.
It's a visual glitch because we are no more invisible in this moment. But it stays this way. Maybe that's right. If we remove the boots, not much. So it's really a glitch.
The next trial will give the blade a taste of your blood.
So we cut us with the knife.
Now.
And can we talk with him now?
You should speak with Humaire. She shall show you the
Greetings.
way.
You need only gaze into the pool of memory.
Okay. So back to the ancient memory chance, so we are not aggressive. Recharge our missiles. Honestly, I was not using them a lot, but with the good, I think with the good Arcana, they are not bad. And important thing, don't forget this, we have a new belt now, and we must equip that, as you have to redo the fights, and not always you want to do. So put on the belt. And the boots. So when we put the boots on, we have a few seconds while we can
That will do nicely.
prolong them. And it's really important to prolong them for long, because usually it depends on the fight. You can stay some minutes. Problem is with the previous fight, if the archers manage to hit you a couple times, usually you get some of your
Oh, very nice.
good effects lost. So let's check this, if we have been lucky or not. We still have Tenacious. We still have Hardy, good. Okay. We have done a good battle, because we have not been hit much by archers, and we have still both the Hardy and Tenacious. That's good. Oh, about drugs, definitely I'm not able to have all of them up. Mostly, let me check. Well, that eye is conflicting with Reaper's Punch, at least. Coral Snuff with Taruturu and Reaper's Punch, and Taruturu with probably with Reaper's Punch. So now we have Taruturu. All in all, I think maybe it would be better to get Reaper's Punch instead, because 3 point of perception and resolve for us could be better than Constitution, Might and Dexterity. Oh, we could also try that. But you can't really get all of them, because they are cancelling each other usually. Let's try again, but Ripple. Where is it?
That will do nicely. Oh, very nice.
So let's see. Malcha. Check. Reaper's Punch. Check. Well, we need to prolong it a little more, but it is there. And Svath. Check. Taruturu, we have lost it probably. Yeah, it is conflicting. So you have to choose between Taruturu and Reaper's Punch, basically. White Leaf should be there. Yeah, still there. Coral Snuff should be there too. Oh, we lost that also. No, also coral in conflicting. And that I'm sure that is conflicting, so cannot get them all. So I will drink something and while we wait for... Oh, don't do that. No, 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 no. I can even swap this. You have to choose the right thing. One must be the amulet, one must be the cuirass, but this way you can swap them very fast. You have 2 items able to prolong things this way. So it should be very fast. Once you have 8 millions of seconds, that should be enough. Reaper Sponge, yeah. Should be good. Okay, ready for the next fight, in theory. Think so. Shadow.
That will do nicely.
Next fight, I think we have to fight some
nice.
kids.
I shall make it so.
Oh, Memories of a Madman. This is a fight with Marwald manifestations, and the fight can be a little more difficult because I choose to use his souls to increase my power in the story, and that's not ideal for this fight, but it's not. Compared to the previous fight, it's not a hard one, much easier. So we should not have big problems with that. One thing is we are trying to still improve a model here, so as we are going to fight with kids, maybe we could also try to get some hit with the sword. So we can add it. Yeah. And for this fight we use the boots as usual to place a trap, and more or less we should be ready. What could we use here? Some potions? Yeah, probably.
That will do nicely.
Okay, let's do it.
As you like.
danger, but to this. The Watcher. Oh, for now. No witness.
Sharp eyes and keen ears.
Okay, we are sure to have this not aggressive chant. These are kids and they are pretty smart. So yeah, it's a little hard to have them hit the trap. So probably we will need to use some spark crackers for that, but the important thing is to stay stealthed for a while until at least Villa is distant from the danger, especially the caster, because pretty dangerous. So a trap first. Shift click away. And we could try again placing trap, but they are pretty smart, so it's hard to lure them over the trap. Much easier using some spore crackers. As usual, shift click. And Villa will go there, probably. No, luckily. She's coming back.
Proactin.
And at the start we mostly want to have them use their spells, especially the mage.
Metum da sida ex cochintin this.
Craft a feelem.
Metum da sida ex cochintin this.
Let's try this way.
Oh. Oh.
Not in vain.
Metum da sida ex cochintin this.
Craft a
Metum da sida ex cochintin this. Yes.
word a build and sour. Word a build and sour.
Yes. Meeting the cedar ex cochintin this is. Oh. Meeting the cedar ex cochintin this is.
Be on seek.
it. Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin this is.
Lava will be on you.
Yes?
Lava will be on seek. Sakritu.
Got to try something else. Certainly. Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin this is. Yes?
Sakritu. Word and build and sour.
Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin this is.
This one has super high defenses.
Meetum Zasida ex Cochintin this is. Yes.
The weight of your past does
One must regret.
Okay, we are gathering energy, but the description is I know it's basically
Yes.
I'm streaming
Indeed.
both the game
Yes.
and I have a free how is it called, restream account, so I can just have an automatic title for the stream, for the both of the games, and I use a title with both because sometimes I stream in Morrowind, sometimes I stream this one. That's not really a rule, and I fix the title when the stream is done. On YouTube I use the proper game list, but it's something that is set to both the games, because those are the games so far that I'm streaming, mostly Morrowind, but lately also this thing.
The next step of this dance winnows our
So
would-be
there should be
champions.
both the game on the
The
title.
Bloodletting.
And Bloodletting.
The last of the in there to them alone shall the island reveal the first of its mystery. It is an honor. Either you may choose a cool.
So this one is not a little harder than the last one.
Very nice.
This battle, there are kids enemies. One of them is especially dangerous because it's a high level monk. So it's better to avoid him managing to doing his invisible attacks, because that can kill you very easily. And also it's a little difficult because of water, and your summons, the weapons don't move fast in water, so that's an added difficulty. But again, compared to the Naga battle, it's much easier because we are not in the standard arena, we are in a sort of platform. We will see. Yeah, that's really dangerous because that monk, I think it's one of the higher level monks in the enemy, because it's the one that is able to just kill you with that attack. Also they are all, there's also others powerful, but that one is the most dangerous because that attack is able to jump around, so you cannot really control where it is. Okay, so we will need a trap as usual. We could try one of these fire. Check. Shadow form. And very important, ancient memory, not aggressive chant. If you prefer, you could use something like I don't know, this one. I tried this one starting this round, but I feel better using this at the start. But important thing, you must have at least one chant which is not aggressive, as it's much harder to keep your stuff. And also Vila sometimes is going out of stealth for no reason. This way I found much easier to do that.
I shall make it so.
Our newest crop. Their task is simple. Slay. Though.
It appears only one of us will be finding any last words before you. Enough of this!
So the monk is this one. Is the most dangerous one, the fighter too, but I think the monk is. And the ranged ones, we must stay clear for Vila from them. So
silence surrounds
stealth. Prepare to shift click. Not easy also to have them hit the trap. Usually the first one is just to have them turn around That's right. So I prefer to place the first one not so near, so they come and go back and turn around. Shift click here. Because they are smart, they don't go to the trap. Only when you place the trap very nearby, you can manage to have them go on the trap, as you have to use spore crackers. Let's see if we manage to do it. Yeah. So, no skeletons, no hit aggressive chance. We must have Villa follow without going out of stuff. And we are no more stealthed from the boots. The boots works just until the trap is hitting the enemy. So it's important still to have some good stealth. Not super high, but at least 14, something like that. Okay, so now we can try two strategy. Go with powerful summons, or go with the fast ones. I prefer the fast ones at the start at least, because we, as usual, we almost want the Keith to use their spells first. And at the same time we can get them damage because we use the pain link. And the target here is always keep Villa safe without using scrolls for it, possibly. So he's coming here, we run away, we try to go this way. We especially want... oh, he managed to do that. Not good.
Certainly.
They are smart, not easy. Villa, come here, don't be silly. Good girl. After all... this could also be something useful.
Oh, I shall.
Okay, our first target is the monk. He's doing some really incredible damage.
Certainly.
Hold together.
Problem here. Big problem.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
Now things are hard.
Metum da sida ex cochintin. Metum da sida.
Not sure we can do.
Remain.
No. No. Basically, if they come here, probably it's better to try the other side.
Our newest crop.
This starting from here, the right side.
It appears only one of us will be finding any enough of the.
It needs more time, but it's safer. Okay, trap, boots.
To whispers and shadows. I shall. Sharp eyes and keen ears.
So this time we managed to put the trap correctly. We tried to send the summon here to the right, because this way they stay far from Villa. It will take more time, but that monk is too dangerous. Or we should use more scrolls, but I think we can do it without scrolls. It needs a little more time.
Metum da sida ex cochintin. Metum da sida. Indeed.
This pasta is going here immediately.
Oh.
Okay, no way.
Yes?
Word a build and sour.
Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is. Yes? Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is. Lost it. Oh, indeed. Spot on. Well, that's not it. Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is. Oh. Yes. Perfect. Got to try something else. No.
Word a build and sour.
Well, that's not it. Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is. Got to try something else. Yes?
Don't succumb.
Well, that's not it. Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is. Oh. Got to try something else. Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is.
That monk.
Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is. Well, that's not it. Meetum da sida ex cochinting this is.
Sacritu.
Ah, no. Not a good tactic. If they can't for Villa, we must use cross or there's no way. So, not able to do this, I need more concentration. I will stop here and try next time because this is becoming more difficult than usual. Usually I find a way to keep hidden from them, but I'm making some mistake here and I have not it clear. but I'm sure there's a way to avoid them coming so soon. Usually I'm able to use the summon more in a better way. So I will try again next time. Probably that's the way. Alternative is to use scrolls for Villa, but again, I would like to keep them for the top level enemies, and so we will see. Thanks for watching. Sorry, I did not manage this battle in this try, but we will try again. So as usual, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.